Hey guys, Gartham here, and today I'll be doing something a little bit different than I do in my usual videos. It won't be a guide on anything, it's more going to be talking about Diablo 3 in general and what I think about its present and its future. First off, before I get into anything, I want to thank my friend, goes by Munchlax in Diablo 3. He is the one who made that opening bit that you just saw, which I think is really awesome. So thanks again for that. The first topic I want to discuss today is the use of bots. So right now, a very dramatic topic that's come up on Twitch and in the forums are popular streamers and top leaderboard players that are using bots to gain an advantage. Basically what they're doing is using the bots to farm Paragon levels for them, which, if you didn't know, after Paragon level 800, every 100 levels gets you 500 main stat, which you can see becomes pretty broken, especially if you're cheating and using a bot. They're also using them to stockpile Greater Rift keystones, so they'll just have a huge stockpile to fish for the perfect rift that they need. This brings up my question of, will Blizzard take action? I think they will take action, since they have taken action against botting in the past, but they haven't done a public, they haven't publicly said that they've made a wave of bans against bots recently, but they have recently done rollbacks and punishments for the Bloodshard exploit. But the more important question I want to ask is, will they take action in time, and will the action that they take be appropriate for the matter? I think that they need to take action before the end of Season 3, so they can have a season that is, for the most part, been a success. Season 1 had the XP exploit, which kind of basically ruined that season, and it was way too long of a season, and they had a patch in the middle of the season, which kind of screwed it up too. Season 2 was too short, and they didn't announce it that it was going to be that short, so people were kind of caught off guard. And Season 3 has had its bumps already with the Bloodshard exploit, but I feel like they handled it in an appropriate manner, rolling back those who abused it and banning those who promoted it. But this time I want to see how they will take action, and obviously I hope that they take action before the season ends and that people that are botting are banned, because this isn't one of those things where it's like, well, maybe I shouldn't be doing it. This is something where it's happened in the past in other games and in Diablo, where it's been said this is absolutely not allowed. So if people are doing this, why shouldn't they be banned for it? But if Blizzard doesn't take action in time or take the appropriate action, I want to offer up this challenge. Can you beat the bots? Show them that their cheating is pointless. Basically, it's possible to still get on the leaderboards without cheating. I'm doing it right now. I'm rank about 800, which is pretty low. I'm aiming to clear Greater Rift 56 at least by the end of the season. I feel like if I get a perfect rift, I could complete a 59 or a 60 with my current gear. So I offer up the challenge of beat the bots. Basically, if Blizzard's not going to do anything, I'll just accept it as another challenge for myself, and I offer it as a challenge to you guys. And currently, if I could get my perfect rift and finish a 60, that would place me in the top 50 for sure. If they don't take action, just, what can I say? Complaining about stuff will only get you so far. I've put my bit out there. I think it's unfair. If they're not going to do anything, I'll take it as a challenge. Bring it on. The next topic I want to touch on that I've sort of already talked about are Paragon levels. So currently, I'm a little bit on the fence about if they should or shouldn't change Paragon levels. For non-seasonal, it's going to start getting pretty crazy with how high Paragon levels are going to be. Some people are going to start hitting 2,000 soon, and that's a lot of extra main stats for those characters. There's been talk about some people saying there should be a cap introduced at 1,000 or 1,200, 1,500. Some people say it should be reworked so you don't get as many main stat after a certain point, or that they should add in a new column for like ancient chances for ancient find, gem, increased gem efficiency, stuff like that. I think that Paragon levels should be uncapped for seasons. Maybe it should be capped for non-seasonal, because that would just start getting crazy. So let me know what you think about Paragon levels. Next, I'm going to start talking about the PTR. So the first iteration of the PTR basically just ended. My computer just downloaded the first PTR, like real patch that they're fixing and nerfing certain things. So the first I'm going to talk about the first iteration. Monks were super strong with their new set. They were pushing 70 solo, I believe, and they had like groups of 4 monks just dominating the 4-player leaderboards with their new sets. They got like the Shenlong's rework, which was very strong, and the new set, the Exploding Palm set, which was also, I heard, was pretty competitive. I didn't test it myself. The next class I want to talk about is Witch Doctors. The first iteration, I felt they were pretty underpowered. Like, the new stuff they got for the patch was not that great. So they're buffing that in the next patch, and I'm going to hopefully try that out this week. The next thing in the current in the first patch, the reflect damage was extremely hard to deal with, especially if you're one of the squishy classes. What they did is, on live servers, how it currently works is a pack with reflect damage. The entire pack turns on reflect damage at the same time for an amount of time, then they turn it off. It's on cooldown. That's when you can kill them. Now, in the first patch of the PTR, how it worked was a pack would alternate which monster had reflect on it. So, since AoE is king in this game, you would die if you tried to attack it ever. So you'd either skip it or suicide to it multiple times, especially if you're a squishy class and could not handle the damage. So I really think it needs to be changed back to what it originally was. That was much better. At least there were mechanics to, you know, work around it and deal with it. Now it's basically skip it or die. The next part I want to talk about in the first PTR patch was Blizzard for some reason buffed the conduit pylon in Greater Rifts again. It was like beyond overpowered. You'd click it, and if anything within your reach would get zapped and instantly die, like how it was back in Season 1, I believe. So I think that was a step backwards. I'm not sure why they put that in the PTR. I'm assuming they're going to take that out, because that's just, I don't even know, it's just broken as shit. So, the future PTR patch that came out just now, Witch Doctors are sounding a lot stronger. They got multiple buffs and several new items. The Hell 2 set sounds very strong right now. You get, you use Wall of Death, and you will get a 800% damage buff to primaries and a couple other mana spenders. And they also got a buff to their new spider set. And they've also been given a handful of new items that work with those sets. The monk was nerfed accordingly. The Shenlong's, I believe, was nerfed for its increased damage after hitting like max primary resource. You'd get a huge damage buff. Now they increased the damage that the primary skills do, but they've decreased that other bonus to other skills. And lastly, the new legendary gem, Bane of the Stricken, received nerfs. So to wrap things up, there's a lot of new stuff to talk about with Season 4 coming up and the PTR testing going on right now. It's kind of hard to cover everything, and I'm trying to keep this video on the short side. I was planning for it to be under 5 minutes, but it's looking to be almost 11 minutes now. But to wrap up, I think Season 4 is going to be a great season. They improved how you get to Greater Rifts, not needing keystones for Nephilim Rifts, the bounties, Kanai's Cube, all these great things coming for Season 4, and I'm really pumped for it. So let me know what your thoughts are on anything discussed in the video, and let me know if you want me to do more of these kinds of videos. I'm thinking about possibly doing more, not sure yet. So that's all for today, and have a nice day.